Hello everyone, my name is Onela. I am student at AIMS Rwanda. In this video, I want to present some application of statistical machine learning. Now, statistical machine learning study how to learn function from data at the end. And by choosing a model class, a large function, and an algorithm that minimize the empiric risk under statistical assumption. Now, in statistical machine learning, we have 9 ways. This way is the general structure of statistical machine learning. Now, statistical machine learning. Now, the way one is the problem formulation. Yes, in this case, we want to know what real world question. What real world question? In this case, we translating a real world why, which the question why, or what mapping we can use, or one mapping do we want for, yes, generally is this. But in why, the way two is the data. The data, in this case, we want to know what data do we want? Yes, don't know what data do we have. We want to know the quality, quantity, or dimension. We want to know the input. We want to know the output. Input, output in this way. Generally, after we have the model, well, three is the model. In this case, we have many possibility. We have the set of possible function that we can use, like linear regression, linear model, the k-neural neighbor, and other. In this case, we want to, about the data, we want to know which function we can use to resolve the problem. But I want to precise that in statistical machine learning, we want to minimize the risk. Generally, we want to minimize the risk of obtaining we want to minimize the risk for choose the best function. Yes. Well, for we have the principle of learning. In this case, we want to minimize this risk. We want to minimize this empirical risk. We want to minimize this empirical risk, which appropriate laws. Yes. And choosing evaluating metric such as accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, and other. And 5, you have algorithm. In this case, we want to do algorithm. We want to use the process, the process or method we can explain. Yes. Generally, in course, we use the cross validation. This is algorithm you use for obtain the minimize the risk. The F is minimize, the minimize risk. Yes. But about the 6, is regularization. The 6, regularization and refinement. In this case, we want to see the different parameter is high. Yes, we want to know which parameter is high, which parameter do the model is overfitting or still underfitting, because we want to know the trade-off bias and variance. The difference between the two is does not be. After regularization and refinement, we have validation. Yes, the validation, when we arrive in validation, we want to know how well does f hat represent the function which minimize the risk. Yes, we want to generalize the F hat. We call this F hat, which minimize the risk on this problem. We can use F hat is we are trained and we are test and by using cross validation. Yes, after we have theory and inference, theory and inference. After we have deployment, storing and learn model from a script into a usable component. Now, beyond the nine well other important notion from the exercise, we have we are use